Starting and hosting a podcast with WordPress these days, content is king.
Hey folks, welcome back to the You Want Pizzazz channel. I've got a great tutorial for you today. I've created this awesome podcast template that you can use for YouTube and other social media platforms. Start off by downloading the template assets in the description below. Once you've done that, go ahead and open it up in After Effects. So as you can see here, we've got two templates, one that's 1920 by 1080, which is the regular horizontal template that you can put on YouTube. And we've got a 1080 by 1080, which might be good for Instagram because it's a square. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to do the 1920 by 1080 template, and I'm just going to walk you through how to use this. Now, the first thing you want to do is check how long your podcast episode is. Right now, I have the sequence to 2 hours. I mean, it's unlikely that it's going to be more than 2 hours, but if it's more than 2 hours for any reason, you can go ahead and change that by right-clicking the sequence, going to Composition Settings, and just changing this to whatever you need to change it to, and pressing OK. Okay, so now we're going to input the audio wave file. So you can actually just drag your audio wave file into the project panel, and then go ahead and double-click Podcast Audio. So right now we have a sample audio track in here already.
Starting and hosting a podcast with WordPress these days, content is king.
Just go ahead and delete this and just drag in the updated audio file into this composition. And that's all you have to do. Go ahead and close this. So automatically, the podcast audio is synced up to the audio wave. So it will react to the voice.
If you're looking to spread awareness of your business or industry, or simply want to share your passions with the world, then podcasting is a great way to start.
So that's great. If you want to adjust the audio wave at all you have to do is click the audio wave and go to Effect Controls. And you can change things like the color. So if I want it to be white, we can make that white. We can change the display option to analog lines if you want a different look.
Anyone can record, edit, and post a podcast these days with the tools to do so being
So go ahead and play with those settings until you're happy with how the audio wave looks. I'm just going to go back to the original look. Now, another thing that we can adjust is the cover image. So you can change that by double-clicking Cover Image and just replacing this with something else. You can just go ahead and drag an image into here and then just rearranging it so that it fits the square properly. And then it'll adjust it on this template. But again, I'm just going to go back to what I had before. We can also adjust the background the same way. Double click the background and go ahead and just upload and drag something on here that you like. I have another alternative look here, the marble background, which also looks nice. You can find a lot of awesome royalty-free images on Pexels.com, so I recommend checking there if you want some cool images to use. And finally, you can adjust the podcast name and episode name. So start off by selecting podcast name, clicking the type tool, and go ahead and change this to whatever you want. You can change things like the font. You can change the boldness, you can make it italics, you can change the color. Because I guess it'll depend on what background you have. You might consider adding a drop shadow if you want your text to stand out, so you could do that by going into Effects and Presets and searching for Drop Shadow, double-clicking it, and then adjusting those settings in the Effect Controls panel. And these same instructions apply to the episode name as well. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the You Want Pizzazz channel for more videos. Have an awesome day, folks!